cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Brady. On the screen, Bernard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
Now Brady again. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now Brady. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the fourth. Extra point put through by Succop, and that gives them a 3-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
There he goes, right side. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And Fitzpatrick's throw taken in by Samuel. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Gibson again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now Gibson. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Brady going to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Here's Fitzpatrick. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get into the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So 3rd down coming up. And Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4-down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
It doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to air one out. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Fitzpatrick to throw. Throw right side complete to Carter. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Fitzpatrick. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Slye. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Now remember, this one is not